If you haven't seen, Tree of Perdition is now a competitive staple. That's right, this jank rare that you never wanted to open back when you were opening Eldritch Moon is now the top end of a combo aggro deck. What you're seeing on screen is my one that I've adjusted slightly, but the deck is inspired by Corey Lack, who won with it. They were calling it Rakdos Cauldron at the SCGRC that happened the last weekend just gone. The event was a huge event with like almost 2,000 players. It was like 1,500, 2,000 players. It was a lot. It gets to a number where you're in the room and you're like, this is a lot of Magic players to be around. Corey has been championing this deck for a long time. I read his primer earlier today. That hasn't been updated for Bloomberg and Dustmorn. But either way, he's been on the combo for a while. So shout out to Corey for being the originator, the innovator, and the person championing the deck to the point that they just won an event with it. It's good stuff to see. Tree of Perdition works like this. When you tap it, you exchange target opponent's life total with Tree of Perdition's toughness. So you can take them from 20 to 13 with a simple tap of your 4-mana rare, which is bad. However, if you have a Marvin Murderous Mimic in play alongside Tree of Perdition, Marvin gains that ability. It taps, takes your opponent to 2, and becomes itself a 2/20 if they're at full life. The other thing is you throw the Tree of Perdition in the bin and you use Agatha's Soul Cauldron, which allows you to exile the tree from the bin, put a counter on one of your creatures and give it the ability of the tree. And again, it allows you to switch their life total, usually from 20 down to 3. The last part of the instant speed combo, if you're not going to beat them with combat damage, is that Voldaren Thrillseeker allows you to do the combo I just mentioned, but then sack itself to shoot the opponent in the face for its power. So you swap the 20 life for your 3 toughness, then on 3, and then you shoot them for 3 power. Wham, bam, it's basically Splinter Twin. Beyond that, the deck uses ways to get the tree into the bin, but also has Murderous Mimic as a way to stop you from losing directly to Graveyard Hate. It has a non-graveyard based path with Marvin, and then you're playing some sort of aggressive but slightly mid-rangey stuff. Liliana is what I've been playing, just as another way to discard and another way to kill huge things. I played the Valgavoth a couple of times, being reanimated, and if you don't have your Agatha's Soul Cauldron, it's good to have an Edict in your deck, and Liliana is an Edict plus the discard. It's debatable as to whether or not she's actually good enough for the deck, if I'm honest. Fable is the best card in your deck, and it's the best card in the format. If you're not playing Fable the Mirror Breaker, you have to have a very, very good reason to. That reason's probably incorrect as well, because Fable is just that goddamn good. I predict that this card will be banned in some formats at some point in the next 12 months. This card is bonkers. That said, I'm not saying right now that Fable is oppressive. If you look at the metagame breakdown that was put out by Star City Games, the metagame breakdown is very, very healthy. Probably the healthiest we can see alongside maybe Standard. Way healthier than Legacy, and like infinitely more healthy than Modern, which are both dominated by a lot of the new cards that came from Modern Horizons, which you don't find in Pioneer. Pioneer is a breath of fresh air from Modern Horizons 3 card design. There's not an energy card in fucking sight. So I'm enjoying Pioneer. There is an argument that Rakdos is the best color pairing, and that's largely because Thoughtseize exists and Fable of the Mirror Breaker exists. Both of those cards are pretty damn good. We're gonna jump into some games with it now. I'd actually win all of these games. There's some interesting matches where I'm just like, what am I doing wrong? Probably a million things. The deck is super intricate and interesting. It's kind of like a combination between, I don't know, with the hand attack and the removal spells, it does feel a little bit like old school Jund, but at the same time, with the intricacies of assembling 1, 2, or 3 card combos plus direct damage to face, it feels a bit Affinity-esque. Not in the putting their life to 2 and then shooting them. That's more Twin-esque, I guess. But I think like playing Voldaren Thrillseeker and Marvin on the board, and then like Kiki-Jiki copying a Voldaren Thrillseeker to put count on a thing, it feels very hard on scales, feels very classic Affinity. Essentially, this deck plays like a lot of decks that a lot of people have a passionate love for. So if you really want to give it a go, I think Rakdos Tree is a lot of fun. If you want to check out the old primer, it's not quite updated. I think it's still a valuable read. I will link to Corey's primer down in the description below. He's also got a PayPal link there if you want to help support him with further content and growing this sort of like approach towards gameplay that his primer promotes, which is quite a good read if I'm honest. And if you want to support me, there's a link to Patreon down there as well. For $2 a month, you can get involved in my Discord server where I talk about Magic and all sorts of things and hang out there quite a bit. And if you're looking to pick up any of these cards to play in your local RCQ or RC or similar for Pioneer, use the link in the description below to coolstuffinc.com to get 5% off your order and help support the show by using the code KENOBI at checkout. That's right, use the code KENOBI at checkout. Get money off your order and get one of these sweet, sweet Orc Army tokens as well. Can't use them in Pioneer, but you can just use them as a Fable of the Mirror Breaker Goblin token and no one will really care. With that out of the way, let's play some Magic.
Round 1.
So we've won the die roll. We've got 2 lands, double Thoughtseize, and a Cauldron. I'll take it. Fable to loot things into the bin. This is looking pretty decent. We're going to Blight Set Path, take no damage there, and lose 2 life. Thoughtseize them. They're on some sort of enchantment deck. What is this? Oh, it's got reanimator parts. Okay, well, what do we struggle to deal with? Probably the 2-drop. The 1-drop's going to reanimate the Overlord, probably. Yeah, I'm going to take the 1-drops that don't have a turn 1 play. Take the 2-drop with the Thoughtseize here. Both of them are bodies too, which powers up Cauldron to an extent. We drew Duress, so we're going to pay 2 life here. I should have actually Thought Seize them first in case the Duress doesn't hit anything. Thought Seize hits Valgavoth here, but they want that in the bin to reanimate it, so we're not doing that. And Duress only hits the Fatal Push, which was bad here. We'll get rid of Fear of Missing Out because that allows them to discard Valgavoth. I want to take their push, keep our token safe next turn if we draw a land. If we don't, we can play Rakdos Soul Cauldron. We didn't draw a land, so we're on Cauldron. We have hate for the Valgavoth, so maybe ripping the Valgavoth and putting it into the graveyard was like the right thing to do. And then just eating it up, so we'd have to worry about it later. In the end of their turn, we'll just gobble up the Fear of Missing Out. Turn off some of the Delirium. We did not draw a land, but we drew a Harvester, so that's something. Do like a Harvester. They've got a cheap and affordable menu here in the UK, with some interesting choices for a chain restaurant. I'm not a huge fan, but I'd say I'm a fan at the very least. What I'm saying is dicks out for your salad bowls, am I right? They're going to make some 2-1s off the Overlord of the Mistmores now. We won't go for the throat to kill that when it comes off cooldown. In their end step, we're just going to gobble up another creature, put a counter on our Harvester. Hit that land, but it is a Scry land, sadly. Scryland on top. Yeah, hitting a 4th land up next turn after playing a 3-drop spell is probably a good thing. No attacks. We like having a body around that does things. I can sacrifice this to return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield as well. Our graveyard. Because we stole the ability off of the Valgavoth's Faithful. They hit their 5th land drop. We're going to eat something out of their bin just to shrink down Delve and similar. We'll eat the push. Don't want them to have Delirium, we don't want them to have Delve. There's a lot of things that care about like the size of your graveyard in Pioneer and Explorer as we're playing. We untap, hit that land up that we know about. So we're going to go Raucous Theatre, have a look at our top card. It's a step. So we'll put that in the bin. And we'll go Fable of the Mirror Breaker here. This digs us towards Tree, which will give us like a win con, right? Blood Tithe Harvester will not be going into the red zone. We don't have a creature in the bin, so we can't grow it to get through these. And it being a 5/4 would still die double blocks. So no attack. Next turn we're going to have to hold up Go for the Throat to kill the Overlord to be able to untap with our mana, I guess. Or we can play Voldaren Thrill Seeker, untap and then kill it. That seems reasonable. 9 mana is just Valgavoth, and they're at 6 at the moment. They're going to push our token. Yeah, that's fine. Would have liked some treasure, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, 2 cards in hand, one is Valgavoth and one is an unknown. The Overlord ticks down. End of turn, we'll eat the push out of their bin to shrink down their graveyard again. We drew a Thrill Seeker, which is pretty good here. We're going to discard 1 Thrill Seeker to our Fable. Hit that land drop. Beautiful. Let's go Thrill Seeker. Let's put, if we put counters on this, it'll be big enough to attack for the 2/1s. Yeah, why not? Let's get into the red zone. Finish them off. Come on, we've got to kill them before they cast a Valgavoth. If they play a Valgavoth, we can sack 3 non-land permanents to be able to pay the ward cost, which is too many non-land permanents if you ask me. We can sack this blood to this Fountain Port next turn to draw a card, or we can save it for that ward cost. They untap. If they hit a land up, they're on 6 mana. They're still 3 away from Valgavoth. The Overlord will come off cooldown this turn and enter the battlefield. Well, it doesn't enter the battlefield. It just becomes a creature. It needs to ETB or attack to get the creature, the 2/1s. They play a 2/3 that can block. They get to discard their Valgavoth here. Sadly, Valgavoth doesn't have any activated abilities. They don't discard Valgavoth. They discard a Swamp instead. So they're not trying to hit land drops nor put Valgavoth in the bin, which is interesting. No attacks here. Okay, we're going to eat the Thrill Seeker in our bin. Put a counter on this Thrill Seeker. Then we're going to go to Might. No. We're going to go for the Throat of the Overlord now. That doesn't put us like Valgavoth shields down. But like I said, they're quite far away from it. And we have Agatha's Soul Cauldron to mess with their graveyard. They have 1 more card in hand. What could it be? Something to protect this? Something to sack it? Just a removal spell for the Blood Tithe. That's fair. They'd lose 3 life, but it stops us from shooting them for 6, attacking them with a 6/5. On our turn, we flip our Fable. We drew Feed the Swarm. They could double block here. That would kill our Voldaren. Having the Voldaren around to be reflectioned is really, really strong as well. So we don't want that to happen. So we're just going to go ahead and no attacks past turn. Delirium is currently online, so we're going to eat that Overlord this turn as well. Before combat, we're going to make a fish. And now we can give this fish the abilities of everything that's under Cauldron, which is reanimation and pinging. But that allows them to then discard Valgavoth and reanimate if they have a reanimation spell. We'd have to consider it because they've seen enough. Okay, game 1 was real good. Having Agatha's main deck against like Reanimator or Phoenix is just very, very strong. We'll bring in our extra piece of Graveyard Hate, which is Unlicensed Hearse. And then I think our pushes are okay, but I probably want things that hit the bigger stuff too. So we're going to cut both pushes, bring in Bitter Triumph, bring in Go for the Throw. Feed this one can kill their Overlords as well before they're even online, so we're probably going to bring both of those in. And that's probably it for coming in. Op might be okay. Nicholas might be okay. Especially if they have very few creatures post-board. But we saw them having like Fear of Missing Out and stuff. So they will have creatures. Liliana's less good. She does kill Valgavoth cleanly though. With the edicts. Actually, maybe we keep her in. We'll trim 1 tree, 1 Torch the Tower, and 1 Blood Tithe. I'm not too hot on the sorcery speed -X effects against the reanimated deck, if that makes sense. Although the tokens being around are good for Inti, they're good for the Fountain, they're good for a lot of stuff. We've got 3 lands, 2 removal spells, and 2 Thrill Seekers. It's fine. It's very, maybe mid, probably the best way to describe this. I just realized I've not been drinking water this morning. I'm feeling a little bit under 100%. I think it's because I haven't drank water for like 2 or 3 hours, which is a bad thing to do, comment section. You should always drink water and hydrate. If there's been a black bar at the end of my screen, that's because I have a black bar that I have over my taskbar when I'm playing Modo, and I was playing Modo this morning. So my apologies. That probably was annoying for some people. Thoughtseize has taken one of our Thrill Seekers and withdrawn Go for the Throat. So we are rocking all the removal right now, which honestly is looking a bit shit, if I'm honest. Them reanimating a Valgavoth and then us killing it is just dog shit. It's just not what we want to be doing. Hell, we probably will struggle to do so, if I'm completely honest with you. So we don't want to be doing that if we can help it. We are okay with killing this, though. I am going to just go for the throat this, I think. We'll hold Triumph in case we see a Planeswalker from them. Fear of Missing Out did put Valgavoth in the bin, so we are in a shit spot if they reanimate that. Kiki-Jiki of the Mirror Breaker. We'll go Black Cleave Cliffs, and we're not going to let them loot, so we're just going to take 3 damage here and get rid of that Fable. They get to keep a 2/2. Fable's so unbelievably good. Not only for what it does, but like there I just spent like one of my premium removal spells to deal with like half the card, maybe 2/3 of the card, arguably. Maybe 60% of the card, because now they've got treasures and a gobbo. Okay, Valgavoth's Faithful has entered the chat. Yeah, we need to rip Lily off the top so we can kill this and then kill that. That is not a Lily, but it does kill that. So let's go ETB tapped. Play a Blood Tithe Harvester. Take 11 next turn. Activate this, kill this. Play Lily, kill this. And then maybe we're having a game. I think the hand was just a really bad keep. Like, we have 5 Graveyard Hate cards and we didn't see any of them, right? So we shouldn't have kept that. So we get a 4. They go to like a billion. Doesn't matter too much. We've got Trio Perdition in our deck. My turn. Draw Marvin, who sucks here. So we can play Marvin, discard a card, sack 3 permanents, kill Valgavoth, and just be on 4. This sucks. So let's do this. Here's Marvin. Where's this tree had reach? You know, it's a big tree. Bit of Triumph, discard a card, target Valgavoth, yes. Discard a card as part of the cost. Sacrifice 3 permanents. Yeah. This is just dog shit. This is just so unbelievably bad. Artifact. Okay, good game. Yeah, that's nice. That's really good. They can kill the thing in response to it. Okay, we kept a terrible hand. Like, unbelievably bad. I thought it was mid, but it's mid into a mid-range deck. It was bad into a reanimated deck, right? That is absolutely not what we should be doing. We're going to run it back. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Like, Collective Brutality would be good if they were reanimating off of, like, spells, but they're reanimating off of a creature, right? A 1 mana that sacks for 4 mana to bring Valgavoth or a Fatty back. Valgavoth proving there that it was better than a Atraxa. It drew them less cards, but it just ended the game because I could not deal with it early. I do think that people who are like claiming that Valgavoth isn't as good as Atraxa and like pointing to Legacy. Firstly, someone reanimated Legacy, Atraxa against me last week in Legacy, so that's kind of happening in some places. Valgavoth, sorry. But secondarily, like situations like that where the opponent can't deal with a Valgavoth means the game is just over. Drawing 5 cards doesn't matter if your opponent gets to kill your Atraxa and continue playing. We'll play first. We've got Hearse and Soul Cauldron, so we're actually Thoughtseize proof, and we've got a Duress. This hand's actually really gas. They've mulliganed. So we're looking to either take their hand disruption that might hurt our stuff, or things that'll blow up our Graveyard Hate, or just stop them from reanimating, right? Duress doesn't hit the reanimation target nor the reanimation spell, interestingly, but it does hit their Thoughtseizes and their Abrades or whatever shit they've got. Fractures. So they've got Valgavoth Faithful, and they've got Atraxa, and they've got no way to put it in the bin right now. So we got rid of one of the ways that hurts our Graveyard Hate. I think we play Hearse first, Cauldron after. I think I play a Mimic here just to get into the red zone, like start pressuring them. Tap land from them, a 1/1 that reanimates, sure. Play our Fountain Port. We'll play an unlicensed Hearse here in case they... I don't think they'll have a way to do it, but, you know, get in for 2. And I need to kill them before they hardcast Third Atraxa, or have 2 bits of Graveyard Hate removal. Removal for Graveyard Hate, if that makes a bit more sense. Black Cleave Cliffs from our opponent. 3 drops is Fable. This is a Thoughtseize. So they're going to get to take our Cauldron, or feed the Swarm to protect a Fable, or Thrill Seeker if they're scared of the damage output. Take the Cauldron, sure. We're going to exile both cards from their library, from their graveyard. Library, if only. Imagine if Husk could exile cards from the library as well. Let's top of the library. That'd be absolutely bonkers. Mountain. So we'll go Thrill Seeker here. Put some counters on ourselves. And we'll go to combat. I could have animated the Hearse for the Voldaren Thrill Seeker there. I've missed out on 2 damage. That was really dumb. I guess if they have a removal spell for the Hearse, like a creature removal spell, they'll try and kill the Hearse. We don't want that to happen. So I guess we don't animate the Hearse whilst they have mana up and cards in hand. Because then we're out of Graveyard Hate, right? So we go to our turn. We play a Blackcleave Cliffs. We're going to go to combat and attack. That was weird. I could click the button, but nothing happened. We're going to make a fish this turn as well. They're going to block. This enables Fatal Push, maybe? No, nothing like that at all. Overlord of the Mistmore, sure. We'll make a fish. 2/2/1s. We're going to exile and eat the body in their bin. We drew another Marvin, which kind of sucks here. They can group block right now. My dog's excited my wife's home. Be right back. Okay. Distractions are a thing. I'm sorry for roping there. I didn't say sorry. I'm thinking. 2/2/1s. Feed the Swarm we get in. Is that bad? I don't think that's bad. Now we have to get in. We have to go in with a 3/3 and a 1/1. That's 4 damage. That's a 3-turn clock. They block the fish. We're okay with that, I think. I do want to draw a card off that. That's fine. It gets rid of blockers. Puts them to 9. I think that's more important than drawing the card and leaving them with a blocker. They're on 5 mana. Atraxa is 8. Mistmore's ticks down. They are dead here if they have nothing. So, go to combat, attack for 5, activate Mimic, shoot them in the face, activate Thrill Seeker, shoot them in the face. Okay, we got there. Graveyard Hate is good. Comment section. Especially into Reanimator. A deck that, I guess, is probably better in the best of 1 queues than it is in best of 3, because you get real 1-over in the post game, the second game and third games. So I just played a game off camera. I was eating lunch and got bodied by Phoenix. Yeah, that's like 3 games I've lost to Phoenix now. I think there are like clear mistakes I'm making. I tried to take them off Treasure Cruise with a Graveyard Hate card, and then they just made a Phoenix out of the bin. Because I tapped my Rakdos Cauldron. So yeah, weird. I will play first into Yorion here. 5 lands of Fable and a Thoughtseize. Guess if you have a creature land, the Fable will turn these lands into gas. I do like Thoughtseizing and then playing Fable 2 turns later. But 5 lands is a lot. God, I keep too many hands off the back of Fable. Let's give it a go. I keep mulling to 5 with the deck as well, so I'm very, very dubious of mulliganing this and only seeing like a 1 or 2 lander. Okay, let's go Hive Tyrant, or Hive of the Eye Tyrant, should I say. Thoughtseize our opponent. They're on Beans. Well, nowhere to run, kills our creatures. We don't care about that. Hauntswood ramps them. Let's get rid of the Beanstalk. Easy pick there. They play a Triome. We draw Feed the Swarm, which is pretty good. I think they're on Bean's Enigmatic Incantation, I think is what we're going to see here. This enter's tapped. Nowhere to Run can kill our beloved Treasure Maker, but we don't really give a shit, I don't think. We drew Soul Cauldron, which is pretty decent here. Play Fable. Make a 2/2 that they're going to kill. They probably cast this, though. They probably overlord the Hauntswood, right? Wrap themselves. They might not want to give us the treasure, perhaps. They name Avatar on the Cavern, which allows them to cast... what's it called? These things. They're avatars, right? When they're not in play? Yeah, there we go. Fable of the Mimeric. It's got 2 cards. It's got Tree of Perdition and Blight Pathway. Draw 2 cards. Play Agatha's. Activate it. We're going to put the tree under it. Put a counter on our Goblin Shaman and put our opponent's life total to 3. So they go to 3. Sweet. There we go. We did the tree combat. I'm being less excitable because I've done it so much off camera at this point. They're on 3, which means that like we've got 2 1/1s off of this, and potentially with a creature in the bin, we can also turn one of those 1/1s into a 2/2 as well. So let's duress them. Duress can't put one of their creatures in the bin, sadly. They've got a removal spell next turn for our body. Let's go Blackcleave Cliffs. Oh, no, they haven't. We've got a 3/21. This doesn't kill a 3/21. Yeah, the life total flipping thing is pretty funny when it does this. So basically, if we draw... Okay, no, they're dead. If we drew the Voldaren Thrill Seeker, we had them dead on board. Okay, we comboed. It worked. They're on Beans. I think we want all our Feed the Swarms and all our Duresses. I'm not hot on Push here. I'm hot on Obnixilis, though. We'll trim 1 tree and 1 Blood Tithe. I've still got 1 more card than we should have. Did I bring both? No, I want to bring both obs in. I guess we trim the Duress because I can't hit the Overlords. And the Torch? Yeah, that seems okay. Okay, let's give that a go. We are playing as Elishnon, they are playing as Jin-Gitaxias. Yeah, the epic battle. I don't even remember what happens to Jin at the end of March. We got turn 1 Duress to turn 2 Thoughtseize. We've got Cauldron, Trio Petition, and Ob. Yeah, let's give this a go. They are mulliganing, which makes our hand attack spells significantly better. They're on 5. Jeez, okay. They go land. We go Blight Step into Thoughtseize. Let's see if we can hit their beans. Beans, the more you eat. Okay, we're going to get rid of Go for the Throw. And we're going to duress the Enigmatic Incarnation next turn. Then we just need to hit our 3rd land drop and we're having a good time. We did it. This land will help us hit a 4th land drop as well. Although Mimic does allow us to combo a tree, so we'll keep that. We're going to go duress. If we saw beans, we took it, but we take one of the Enigmatic Incarnations. Okay, that's a bit rough if they have 2. I'm feeling gutted that they are getting back into this with the current setup. Let's go for Marvin here. And if we get an untapped land, we get to turn their life tilt to 2 next turn with the on board. So we're going to put that in the bin, trying to find an untapped land. Because we slam tree and activate Marvin. They untap, don't play anything. We're going to pay 2 life and cast tree. Do they have a kill spell? They do not. We're going to activate tree, target our opponent, put them to 2. I don't know how this works if they kill Marvin in response. They're going to go for the tree. Okay, they're on 2 and we have a 220. And they scoop it up. If they killed the Marvin, I think it still does what it checks last known information, I believe. But then we don't have a 220. Yeah, okay. That was tree combo out of the bin and tree combo on board. It is a thing and it's pretty reasonable. In all fairness, the sad thing is our opponent bloody mulliganed on to 5, didn't they? Which is a bit sad. We've won the diary roll the next round. Hopefully our opponents get screwed so we can get a more fairer representation of what's going on. Duress into Fable. God, it worked last time, right? And the Fable can get rid of one of these Agathas as well. So we go Duress, Agatha, Fable. Then we're just looking for combo pieces. I guess not. We have parts of the combo in hand, so and a hand disruption spell. I love playing combo decks with hand disrupt. I guess that's basically where we're at. Duress, them. They're on like mono green. They're gonna play an elf on turn 1. Wolf, Willow, Haven, turn 2 ramp. Invasion of Ixalan, turn 2 ramp. Kiora off the back of the Llanowar Elves is also a turn 2 ramp. I guess Kiora draws them cards, so we'll get rid of that. Also, it untaps like Nykthos and... Is Nykthos still legal? I can't remember. It untaps things that tap for a lot of mana. They play Llanowar Elves. We're going to Black Cleave Cliffs into Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I guess we can gain an overrun effect. No, we can't gain an overrun effect because we can't transform the creature that we eat with the Agatha's Soul Cauldron if we get this into the bin. Wolf, Willow, Haven here. Tap this for 2. Cast the Invasion. Or cast Llanowar Elves instead. Okay. The Invasion seems better. Use of mana, but I guess creatures are good. We untap, we find a swamp. We're going to go Mountain, Fable. Make a 2-2. This thing has haste. Jesus Christ. Pass back to them. We probably should get the thing out of the bin just in case, as a precaution. I was too busy thinking about like what we were doing and what this does. Invasion of Ixalan. Does it get a basic land, right? Oh, no, it's not the one I thought it was. God, I thought it was a different one. When it enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them and put that into your hand. Okay, so this is not the ramp one that I thought it was. I'm a dum-dum. I thought it was like the Farseek style, Rampant Growth style one. They reveal a forest, so they hit their land drop. They play the hasty 4-4. Okay, they go to combat. They attack the invasion. What's the backside of it? A 4-3. Gains indestructible. I think all my treasures and my bodies. I'm going to let them have it. This is probably a bad idea. Let's be real. I don't know how good our deck is into mono green, especially pre-board. Sure, you got a 4-3, buddy. Exile the Cura. So next on there, we'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they hit a land drop, they actually get to just like kill us with the transform. We'll ditch 2 lands. Oh, I'm going to ditch the Cauldron. I'm doing another Cauldron. Oh my goodness, that could not be worse. Okay, do we find a tree off this? We find Sokensan. Okay, that's terrible. Okay then. I clicked the wrong thing because I was too busy talking about like whether we're dead and shit and how much mana they've got. And then we drew the possible worst thing as well. So I don't think we're winning this game. Are we going to game 2? I guess we wait to see if we get another turn and we can... Here we had to hit like exactly tree and bloodthirsty thing. But draw Voldarin Bloodthirst. Voldarin Specialist. I don't know what the hell she's called. Thrillseeker? Is that the one? Yeah. Voldarin Thrillseeker. Ditch it into the bin. No, draw tree. Ditch tree into the bin. Exile tree, put the counter here. Play Thrillseeker, put a counter here. Transform their life, shoot them. That's what we had to do. We had the exact combo if we drew exactly those cards, which we didn't. And now we can't, because we're not drawing 2 cards. They cast Cavalier, because I didn't hit a land drop. So we're not dead, which is nice. We are dead next turn, though. So somehow I've got to maneuver to that combo. And we're not playing Fear of Missing Out anymore. We're playing Inti instead, which means that we don't have, like draw discard on the turn. Well, that's part of the combo. So we play this, put 2 counters here, and then die. Yeah, okay, let's go to game 2. That was a bad showing, especially when I didn't do the thing we were meant to do. So they're on mono green, so we just want to kill everything. Yeah, I think we just bring in like every removal spell possible. We only Graveyard Hate. A Braid is worse than our other removal spells because it doesn't kill the big fatties. I think Thoughtseize is better than Duress. I don't think we want Duresses in this matchup. Trim a Tree. Trim a Liliana. And then we want removal spells that kill the fatties too if they, get to the mana. Trim a Mimic. Marvin. Trim a second tree. Okay. That's probably wrong, because in that situation we were trying to combo kill them because we were just dead on board, so maybe having access to all 4 trees is the right way to go. I really don't know what our board should look like against green, if I'm honest. Let me know in the comment section below if you've got some thoughts and theories on this. We're going to play first. We're going to mulligan that 1-lander. Oh, God. Okay, well, we're going to keep this because I don't want to go to 5 and have a worse hand, so we'll go 1 mountain to the bottom of our library. We can go turn 2 Bloodtithe Harvester, which does deal with a Dork, I guess. Let's go Raucous Theatre. They mulliganed as well, so that's nice. Feed the Swarm on top. Yeah, we'll just kill stuff. We need to kill stuff and then combo kill them, which is not what this hand does. Llanowar Elves. Sure. Do we edict this now? No, I think we get on line first. I just shot myself for no fucking reason. Make a blood token. Maybe we should have bolted the bird. By bolted the bird, I mean Steward edicted the elf. 3 mana to plot whatever the fuck this is. What is this? Enters the battlefield, add 1 mana of any colour. Whenever another creature you control with power 4 great enters, draw a card. Holy guacamole. That's quite good. Let's go Black Source, Thoughtseize them. Did they miss a land drop? No, we want to play. Pick your poison. And the Cavaliers, they're not casting anytime soon. When it ends the battlefield, they get 1 mana. So they can go 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I guess we just get rid of both of the Cavaliers. Or we can't get rid of both the Cavaliers. Our removal spells don't want to kill a Cavalier. We get rid of Pick Your Poison for when we draw a Fable. Or a Soul Cauldron. Then we activate this. Kill this. And then we're just going to go past turn. They're going to play a Nykthos, play a Trailblazer, then we're going to kill the Trailblazer. Hopefully they didn't hit a 4 mana spell here. That would suck. They're going to pillow that. They're going to wait on the Trailblazer. Okay, that's fine by us. So on my turn, we're going to untap. We're going to draw a Theatre. We're going to Theatre, look at the top card of a library. It's going to be a Blood Crypt. We're going to put that in the bin. And then we're going to get rid of that Pillow Haven to try and keep them from casting these Cavaliers. It's denying the inevitable was a problem. So go land drop now, cast the Outblazer, play the Cavalier, hit another land drop. We edict this to stop them drawing a card. Seems bad. So this resolves. Trigger on the mana. Oh, I tapped out doing that, didn't I? So I'm not edicting this. Derp. Because this was a tap land that I played. Okay, they didn't hit 5. Oh, they did kind of hit 5 mana, but they have to sack a... Okay. We're going to change this Theatre into a removal spell, hopefully. What do we hit? Another land? Yikes. Our deck is doing nothing. I guess when you got out most of the combo to try and be like a removal dot deck, mid-range deck, it does not work. We drew Inti, which is just dog shit here. Because if we eat it, then they kill the Trailblazer, they untap and play another Cavalier of Thorns. Which puts us pretty far behind. But it is what it is. I could have kept the Blackleaf Cliffs in hand for the Inti there. That was a punt. They sack the Blazer. It stops them drawing cards, I guess, but it's not ideal. They can sack the Cavalier and get like a trigger as well. Yeah, they like that. This is card advantage, right? Get a card off this, play the Cavalier, get a card off that. They put Cura on top of their library, which makes their Nykthos better. So they play Cura. No, they play Cavalier this... They can't play Cavalier this turn unless they have a land. Inti will be able to filter some of our bad draws. They have a land, okay. They had a land anyway, so we're not attacking with Inti this turn. Also, trading it for the Outcast is probably bad. Outcaster, sorry, it's not called an Outcast. They hit a land of the Cavalier. I think we actually probably have to just like keep our combo in and try and combo kill them. Like, the inevitability delay is just bad. This is not how we should be playing this. So Murderous Mimic gains the abilities of Inti that are activated, and there's none of them. I think this is over. This is just really, really over. Okay, it was rather embarrassing run against green where we did fucking nothing. Deck felt like pointless against green there. Now we have 2 lands, a Duress, a Cauldron, a Lily. Yeah, let's give this a go. Lily is the thing that I'm playing that I think feels good. Only because I'm seeing less aggro on the ladder. I'll put it on like some actual like red-black mid-range stuff. They got 2 Reckoner Bankbusters. Jeez, that's a lot of card draw. Do I take one of those? I probably take the Obnixilis, right? Yeah, the Obnixilis is a pain in my ass. So let's get rid of that. They play a Reckoner Bankbuster. We're going to play a Takanuma and play an Rakdos Cauldron. We'll start gobbling up their graveyard in case they have Recursion or Delve or any of that shit. Yeah, them leading into Op here would be bad. They just drew Fable though, so that's also equally as bad, right? Eek. It's fine. We're looking to combo. That's our plan. So we really want to draw our own Fable if we can. Lily allows us to discard the tree, to be fair. Bankbuster just kills Lily, though, if they play another creature. So we'll shock this in. We're going to play Lily or Voldaren. Lily does keep the Bankbuster from activating and attacking us, and it does stop them from getting treasures. I think Lily tick down is where we're at here. And then if she survives, she can tick up to put the tree in the bin to give us a way to put tree's ability on the Voldaren Thillseeker and then just kill them. And if we hit an untapped land, that is quite literally what we do. They do have a push, though, so I need them to tap out. So I need them to tap out us to draw an untapped land. And then we win the game. They've seen the Soul Cauldron, though, so they probably know what's up. The deck is not an unknown entity, shall we say. They discarded Heartless Act. They play a Ridge. They play a Fable, keeping a mana up. Okay, end of their turn. Let's just eat some stuff out of their bin. Okay, we drew Fable, which is pretty sweet. But we kind of have to kill that Goblin Shaman. Because next turn they flip one of the Fables and activate Reckoner. And then get in. Let's tick up. Each player discards a card. Discard Tree of Perdition. Their last card is push. Okay. This protects Lily, so I push this and pass back to them, which feels bad. Feels really bad. But it protects Liliana, which is something, I guess. It's attrition for their hand. They're going to flip one Fable. God, double Fable. Jesus Christ, opponent. You're living your best life over there. And they got Fountain Port online. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ on a bike. Third Fable with a Mirror Breaker. This is unbeatable. Like, top 20 cards ever printed? Top 15 cards? No, okay, I'm being excessive. It's in the top 50 easily. They get to crew the Bankbuster here. And we lose Lily. Okay, well, the game's not over. Let's exile their Heartless Act. Lily dies, which isn't the end of the world. We're fine. We drew a land, which is good here. Let's go Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This will force them to push this at some point. And then we can combo kill them next turn with Thrillseeker. That is the plan. Push an end step. Go on, push an end step. Yeah, baby, let's do it. Push me, push me, push me. Now, they can go like, crew this, Reflections it, tap me for 8. That's fine. He discarded Case of the Stash Skeleton. I saw someone play with that earlier. What does it do when it's solved? God, demonic tutors when it's solved. They're going to copy this to make treasures. Okay. In for 4, make 2 treasures. We do untap and kill them if they don't have removal. They probably have removal. Or they'll activate Bankbuster at the very least to try and find removal. I think staring down this board state of triple Reflections of Kiki-Jiki, we absolutely have to go for the combo. Transmogrify. So this probably gets a Atraxa. This is actually really good for us. We don't care about this. Unless it hits a Fatal Push. Fatal Push does work because of the treasure. Wish they'd sack the treasures into the lands. That would have been much better for us, but there you go. Their hand is... Oh, fuck my old boots. Our opponent had it all. Okay, let's see if they fucking miss this. Okay, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Oh, we drew Thoughtseize! Oh my god, if we hit a untapped land, So this needs to hit a land. Because then we can go Thoughtseize, then Voldaren, kill. Are we dead? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got a blocker, I guess. Okay. We go to 12. Take the push. Oh, God, if that was an untapped land. Oh, it would have been so good. It would have been so good. Because then we would have made the Voldaren, had an untapped land here, made it the tree. Oh, we still would have been behind because we can't tree them. Oh, fuck, there's no haste. Oh, right. Do we get to untap with this? I don't think we do, because Bankbuster can be copied. Let's see if they mess up combat. This is dumb. This is so dumb. The triple Kiki Jiki. I don't give a shit about them transmogrifying into a Traxxas. That's a thing that happens sometimes, right? Sometimes you're just, waiting for a bus and the Traxxas comes along. But triple reflections. Jeez. Okay. There's a 2-2. Sure. You're better off copying a Bankbuster. I guess you got to Crude again. Is that why you can't copy the Bankbuster? Gee, it's the fourth Fable! They've assembled... Oh my god, they've assembled fucking Exodia over here. Fable of the Exodia. This is embarrassing. What is going on? Am I alive? Am I dead? Crew 3. Blocker 2, take 5 plus 7. What's 5 plus 7? That is 12. Fuck on it. Fuck on it. Okay. Oh, it's 8 plus 7. So if I block here, pump it, fire here, we still take 7 plus 4, which is 11. Okay. We're going to do that and hope somehow I draw something that matters. Oh, I don't have mana. Yeah. Okay. In a hole there. We were in a hole. And the hole was the pressure. We were in the hole because of the pressure exerted by just a metric shit ton. Like a fucking huge weight of Fable of the Mirror Breakers, right? So we're going to cut our lilies. We're going to bring in Nixlers, I guess. Transmogrify is pretty good. We're going to try and hit Transmogrify with Duresses and Thoughtseizes. Trim one tree. We'll go for Brutality as well because it kills a thing, like a Fable token and takes a thing from the hand. Cut one Blood Type Harvester. I guess go for the throw over a push. Feed the Swarm over a push. Torch isn't very exciting either. Killing tokens seems bad. Seems like a good way to fall behind, right? We need to keep the combo in. Trimming one tree is the most I should do. Oh, I just don't know what to cut. Stop being so much fucking removal. Our opponent's draws are just so hot. Jesus Christ on a bike. I'm jealous. Imagine just like slamming Fables all day long. Just slammer jamming. They probably need 4 Fables in their deck. The force of like bullshit that the 3 of them exerted just summoned the 4th one into existence. It's not even in the deck list. The opponent was even confused and surprised. They're like, what the fuck's the 4th one doing here? Right. Hyun, who will forever be known as Mr. or Mrs. or some non-gendered title dot Fable of the Mirror Breaker, whatever. You know what I was doing there. I was going to call them Mr. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but I realised there might not be a he. Right, let's play these 3 lands, Thoughtseize, Harvester. Yeah, we got parts of our combo. This seems alright. Let's go have a look at the Hammer of the Blackcleave Cliffs. Is there a Fable? Is there a Transmogrify? There are kill spells. There is a Bankbuster. There is a Thoughtseize. There's a Go Blank. Oh, Graveyard Hate. Shit. I think we take the Bankbuster for the card draw that it's going to provide. Let them Thoughtseize us. Okay, we get to play a body that they'll just kill, but that's fine. Here's a Harvester. It does allow us to loot off of its extra excess baggage. Curse of the Skeleton or Thoughtseize? It's Thoughtseize. They take the Blood Thrill Seeker here, and if we draw Marvin, we're laughing. Well, they can kill Marvin with the torch, to be fair. We did not draw Marvin. Okay. Let's activate our Blood. Discard a Crypt. Draw a Theatre. Play the Theatre. Look at the top card of our library. That unlocks our Lochthwain. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Okay. I'm into it. They torch this now? Yeah. They want to keep our board pretty clear. It makes the Agatha combos significantly worse. And Licensed Hearse is pretty good into Agatha. So not only do they have one bit of graveyard removal, they already have a second one. It's fine. So the Agatha's on top is dog shit now, and I should never have kept it on top for this very reason. Let's play an Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Use it to eat things that they target with a Licensed Hearse, I guess. Make it 2-1. They're missing a land drop. That actually gives me some fucking hope. Let's go. Okay. We drew a tree. Let's slam a tree. This will cost them 5 life when we activate it. We'll leave this in hand for looting effects. Pass back to our opponent. They have a 2-1 with menace that we can't block, but it also can't block itself. And it's got a gorgeous bit of art with the skeleton full of flowers. I really want to do this for some of my skeletons for my Age of Sigmar Soulblights army, but I've been too lazy. I'll do it eventually, some of them. Make them sort of like green and pink sort of flowers bursting out of their recesses and their gaps. So they can actually crew the hearse with the skeleton. And we are tapped out, so they're free to get in when that happens. Rakdos Forge is pretty good here. We're just going to eat that Bankbuster now. Maybe they tap the hearse. They do not. They get in for 2 we can't block and 1 that we can. I guess our tree will block that Rakdos Forge token for like 13 turns. There is that. We're going to untap and draw Feed the Swarm, which does not kill artifacts. Bugger. So, what is our plan here? I want to Castle Lockthwain, I guess. Maybe hitting land drops is the right thing to do with Castle Lockthwain. Neither of the problem summons get dealt with by Feed the Swarm. God, that's bad. This should be an upgrade. But upgrade's bad into the tokens, right? So it's just an awkward, clunky matchup in that regard. Let's play a pathway. Let's activate Lockthwain. Take 3. Sure. Pass to them. We have to do 5 life lost to them with the tree here, but it's not particularly exciting. We need a Marvin. They can try and put 2 things under the hearse. I'm going to eat the Thoughtseas out from under there. Maybe they're baiting me out here for some sort of reanimation thing, but probably not. The hearse is now a 3-3 when they want it to be. They got to play around push. Phyrexian Horror, they attack. We block. And then we're going to go ahead and activate. Put their life to 13. They kill it in response. I think it still happens. Yeah, they go to 13. Now having 0-18. Got to push the tree. It doesn't work because I didn't have a creature leave yet. That was a mistake. I'll take it, considering how badly the game is going for us. Forge trigger resolves. Then they could have done it here in the end step because they get priority again. They cast a second push. Well, that's the thing, I guess. We're going to untap and just slam another tree, which is pretty funny. Sure, the XL2 things, sure. We do Fable. Fable's really good here. Play Fable the Mirror Breaker. Make ourselves a Treasure Goblin. They can hit us with target player discards 2 cards. If they do that, we can probably Soul Cauldron the tree, or put them on, like, who blinks first. Oh, no, because it exiles the tree. Okay, they make an Urbras token. We're going to get got for 5 here, making Feed the Swarm even worse. My goodness. I thought this deck was meant to be good. Our opponent punted and was still about 1,000,000 miles behind. I'd like it if they don't cast Go Blanks. It allows us to Fable stuff into the bin. Yikes. Sure. Makes our Castle Lockthwain slightly better, I guess. So on our turn, we draw a card. Fable on the stack, I probably should Lockthwain in response. It didn't give me the chance to, because I didn't hold full control. I guess I'll just go fuck myself. Duress them. We got a Traxxer and a Bankbuster. Lockthwain myself down to 5. Block the token. Feel silly. Drew a Blood Tithe Harvester. Can't cast it. No attacks. Pass to them. This has Trample, right? Yeah. We're going to go to 1 here. There's a 4-1. Yep. This is just an embarrassing game, if I'm honest. Like, we block like this. We go to 1. Like, our deck has just done fucking nothing again. It's crazy. I guess it would have been absolute gas without the hearse, right? That's the problem. We have lost the die roll, so we're on the draw. We have 3 lands, a Marvin, a Voldaren Thrillseeker, so we've got like an aggressive thing with a removal spell. They're on Yorion, so our removal spell might not do anything, which is always nice. Sunken Citadel. Jesus Christ, what does that mean? I don't even know. Let's play Blood Crit tapped. Pass back to our opponent. Hello, opponent. Not feeling confident. Oh, it's going to be tokens. Shit, our fatal push looks even worse. Maybe we can just combo kill them while they fuck about. You never know. Let's play a Mimic. We have blockers for days, so we really want a combo. 3 mana from our opponent. We're going to March of Otherworldly Light on Marvin. Cool. Seems good. We're going to draw a Cauldron. I'm going to play Voldaren Thrillseeker right now just as a blocker. Put 2 counters on it. Feeling pretty underconfident after our last couple of games. They've been really bad. The deck and myself have performed quite piss poor. They play a 4th round and just pass, which means they're probably cracking the cake here. Or they've got removal. Crack the cake and make another 1-1. That'll be... Let's go to combat and attack. We've got push in case they can make a 2-2 at instant speed and block that way. They've just got the Wandering Emperor, which I'll... Oh, fucking hell. Our also does not interact with that in any way, shape, or form. This is shit. Unless they tick up, I guess. They're going to tick down. Cool. We're going to just kill the Emperor then. Okay, we traded 1 for 1 with the Emperor. Worse things have happened. And then we're going to go Voldaren Thrillseeker here again. Put some counters on her. I'd love to draw my Fables a bit more, if I'm honest. I don't seem to be drawing them very much, especially with the camera on. Yorion goes into hand. They're going to flicker that carrot cake, aren't they? We're going to go Soul Cauldron. We're going to go Cliffs. We're going to go to combat. We're going to attack. We're going to sack the carrot cake now to make some life instead of flicker it with Yorion. That's interesting. Our push doesn't kill Yorion either. Push is so fucking bad. People saying you should play pushes are actually like out of their mind. Or at least into the meta game that I keep playing into, which is like people playing fucking tokens and big shit. Yeah, so they block, that's fine. I put a count on there for speed. I should have waited until the end step, if I'm honest. We play a Field of Ruin. They're flooding a little bit, it looks like. They've got Otherworldly Might light again for our Soul Cauldron. Well, it's not the end of the world, I guess. They're on 23, though, and we're an aggro deck, so there is that. Hive Tyrant Lair. Eye Tyrant Hive, should I say. In for 4, they block. They're still on 23, and it's turned like that. 18, I think, is the turn number. They're going to field our Hive. It's okay, it's deck thinning, right? That's why that's good for us. Get our last basic. Oh, God. That'll teach me to only play 2 basics, following the conventional logic of players winning events. That is an Enduring Innocence, which even when we kill it with Push, it still comes back. Push is dog shit. Push is like the fucking worst. We draw Agatha's Soul Cauldron, which again doesn't do anything. They have another removal spell. They're going to Iganjo Voldarin Thrillseeker. We're going to shoot them in the face. If we kill this, they just reset it with Yorion, so it literally could not suck harder. Play Agatha. Caretaker's Talent's pretty decent. Oh, they're going to draw 2 cards. That is probably good night, Mr. Tom. But we do have a combo kill somewhere in our deck. It's not in our hand, it's not in our graveyard, it's not showed itself out in 4 out of 5 games, but we do have a combo kill somewhere. A bolt in a land, which is pretty funny because, well, they don't give a shit, do they? We drew a Thoughtseize. All right, let's have a look. What's your last card? I think the Yorion. Taking the Yorion's pretty hot. Holy fucking shit. An Overlord of the Mistmores? It's got to be Yorion. Yeah. I shouldn't play that land, but I'm like in Tiltsville, I think, so. Tiltsville, population, me. They make a rabbit, draw 2 cards off of it. It's gas. Absolute gas. This deck looks sweet. I should be playing that rather than this shit. They got a copy of 1/1 with Caretaker's Talent, drawing 2 cards. Yeah, good stuff. Overlord of the Mistmores. Yes, yes. Make a load of bodies. And we're going to untap and get a kill spell for the Mistmores and maybe then find a combo. Because we're dead on board if we don't. We did draw it, but it fucking shoots us for 7. This is unbelievably bad. Okay. Okay. Right, game 2. That's only game 1. So we've got like a million ways to beat this, right? Well, we don't, because we don't actually have anything that deals with tokens. Because tokens doesn't seem to be a thing that we have to deal with. But here we are playing into tokens, so it's got that like rogue element to it, I guess. Our sideboard is so bad into tokens. Like, even like Obnixus is just dog shit, because his whole point is like to pressure the deck that don't have any creatures. And this deck has more creatures than I have Arceus. Okay, I've just fucked around with our removal split a little bit. We're on 3 to feed the Swarm. It's terrible into the Overlord, but it's good into like Caretaker's Talent and similar, which as we saw was a really fucking good engine for them. Okay, right. 4 lands, double Cauldron Thoughtseize. This is dog shit. 2 lands, put a tree back, fuck it. We ball in. They can't have all the removal spell again, right? They can't have all the removal spells and all the gas. 3rd land drop, stick it inside me. Stick it right up my shit pipe and call me a little whale, little polished whale. Tekkenuma comes to play tapped. No, untapped. That's good. That's good. Let's go Blood Type Harvester. It gives us gives us a blood token that we can use to put the tree in the bin and gives us the combo kill with Voldaren if they don't have removal spell, removal spell, removal spell. They play Birth of Meletis. Fine. I don't give a fuck. Go get your planes. We drew Feed the Swarm. We're going to go make a red there. Soul Cauldron. Okay. We need them to tap out so then we can blood the tree away, put it on the blood type, untap and kill them. Oh no, we need another land to untap and kill them. They put Yorion in their hand. That is perfect. Okay. End of turn. We're going to activate blood. Get rid of this tree. Find an untapped land. Come on. No. We're going to activate the cauldron. Eat the tree. Put it on the blood tithe. They're saying oops because I think tapping out was bad for them there. We're going to activate this, make them go to 4, 3, sorry, and we'll have a 4/21. My turn. We don't need a kill spell. We don't need another land for Voldaren here. We just kill the wall. Okay, we're going to go for the throat of the wall. Oh, fuck. We can't go for the throat of the wall. We'll feed to swarm the wall. Jesus Christ, is our removal just like the worst. Go to combat. Get in. Take them to -1. Chat, comment section, spit in my mouth. We did it. We fucking did it. It was stressful. But if anything, even if we lose this round now, I'm still happy that we got there with something. They won't tap out again. They even said, oops, like, fuck, what are we doing? They probably didn't see the tree, the stealth tree. They didn't expect us to crack a blood vial and the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter fell out, but it wasn't written and conceptualized by a transphobic piece of shit. Now, in the post board, I'm thinking this duress is good for getting rid of the removal spells that allows us to combat. I think Lily's also just shit into them, right? Just like god awful bad. Do you know what? Fuck up Nixilis. We're going to put one Abrade in case they have like a Ghost Vacuum or a Hearse of their own, right? I should have checked if I'd cut a Marvin there, because I think in the post-board games, especially when they've seen your combo, you want to have both Marvins so you can do it on the board. 2 lands, Soul Cauldron, Fable. We're on the draw. 3rd land makes this okay. Because we have the combo, right? Yeah, okay. 3rd land means we can combo kill them if they don't have removal. We did not hit a 3rd land. But we have Inti, who actually helps us find a 3rd land. So Inti is our turn 2 play now. Rest in peace. Okay, so we're not on the combo plan anymore. We do have Feed the Swarm to deal with that, though. Let's go Inti. Pass back to them. We have Fable next turn. We're digging for a Feed the Swarm, really. Are they keeping mana up? They're just going to kill our Inti? If they just kill our Inti, we get to play Fable. Make some maps. I'm okay with that. Make some maps. I'm okay with that. Right, we drew another land. Let's go Black Source. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It's a pretty good magic card. Don't know if you've heard. I'm going to make a Carrot Cake. Make a 1/1. Are they missing a land drop here? They missed a land drop. Okay, we drew Marvin. Oh my goodness. Let's discard 1 Tree of Perdition. Drew Voldaren Thrillseeker. I'm going to say oops to fake out that I've just discarded that even though I drew the Marvin, so they don't think about the Marvin. They're going to kill the Marvin. Oh, they thought about it. They've got something. There's a pause there. They've got something for 1 white mana. I think it's March of Otherworldly Light, right? Because they can exile white cards from hand. Yeah, we're going to pass back to them. We're going to try the fake out. They're going to untap. Are they going to Carrot Cake and upkeep to try and hit the land drop? They are not. They hit it anyway, but it is a tapped land. We're going to flip our Fable. So force them to kill the Marvin. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to activate Marvin now. Create a copy of this 2/2. Seems pretty good. Copy. Marvin having the activated ability of Reflection of the Kiki-Jiki is pretty damn good. Duressing them. They have a Sunfall. Fuck off. Double Sunfall? You've got to be shitting me. Let's go to one of the Sunfalls, I guess. Maybe we'll draw another. Okay, let's go ahead and activate a map onto this one here. Because we ain't committing anything else to the board, right? We drew another land. Sweet. Let's Surveil. What's on top? What's on top? A Braid. That doesn't kill the Rest in Peace, so that can go in the exile zone. And then we'll do it again. We drew another land. Sweet. And then we'll go to combat. Make 2 more treasures. So we're going to play through the Sunfall. I guess the Braid would have been good into the Sunfall token. If they don't hit a 5th land, they can't play Sunfall. They do have access to March of Otherworldly Light. We lose that 2/2 that we create with Marvin. All good, all good. They're going to put Yorion in their hands. They have access to a lot of March of Otherworldly Light stuff. We drew Feed the Swarm. Holy guacamole. It's kind of good. March doesn't exile, does it? Oh, it does exile. Shit on it. Okay. Well, let's play a Voldaren Thrillseeker and put 2 counters on this here Treasure Goblin. They're going to March of Otherworldly Light it, maybe? They are not. Okay. Okay. Go to combat. Attack with a 4/4. Make a treasure. They block with a 1/1 here, right? We're then going to shoot them in the face for 4. And we're just going to play a Soul Cauldron because we can. And they can March of Otherworldly Light it, but they probably feel safe with the Rest in Peace, right? If they rip a land, we make a Thrillseeker. We shoot them for like 4. They rip a land. Okay. Sunfall turn. You're going to try and stabilize with a Yorion. End of turn. Do we make a Voldaren Thrillseeker here? I don't think we do, because they will March of Otherworldly Light it. Sure, Feed the Swarm, which is pretty decent. Let's go ahead and play another Thrillseeker. Put counters on this Thrillseeker. And then we're going to Feed the Swarm now or post-combat. Do I make another one and they just kill the Voldaren Thrillseeker here? I'm going to cast Feed the Swarm. Let's get rid of the Rest in Peace. And then we're going to activate this map, put a counter on this Voldaren Thrillseeker, I guess. Inti on top, Inti into the bin, gives us an activation for Agatha. In for 3. If they march it now for X equals 3. Okay, they make a blocker. They go to 13. They block. Stay on 13. Sounds good. We end the turn, passing back to them. If they Sunfall, they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? They play a Baser. Interesting. This is going to gain them life, make them fish. Jesus Christ, this is pretty good here. They can still otherworldly life, but it involves pitching cards. So ETB trigger. Check some resolution, I assume. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I just let this go. I kind of have to. End of turn, we activate. Cancel. Where are we? Are we in? Yeah, we are in end of turn. We activate and target this one. Does this Thrillseeker activation resolve? Or do you march it? I should have done on a 3-3 because I could have grown it to a 4-4. X equals 3. Sure. And they pitch the Sunfall to that. Interesting. We'll shoot them for 2. We get to untap with Reflections though, which is really good. So we get to go... Is there any way to get the fucking tree in the bin? There is not. Let's make a red mana. No, not with that we won't. What the hell am I doing? Let's activate a map. Put a counter on the Thrillseeker. Find a swamp. Play a swamp. They're going to flicker the Baser, aren't they? Play a swamp. We can make Sokanzan. And then we've got mana to throw things and copy things. They ditched one Sunfall. We removed another Sunfall. Is the third Sunfall in their hand? Because we look very silly if it is. Sure, that is fine. We will sack this off, shoot a fish, keep our creature count down for the Baser flicker. Grinding out a game here against mono white. Carrot cake from them. That's a lot of life they're gaining. I need to put this tree in the bin real bad. Or draw Marvin, I guess. Marvin would be pretty sweet off the top. We're going to activate Rakdos Cauldron. In our graveyard, we're going to eat the Inti. Put a counter on our Voldaren Thrillseeker. We're going to make some 1/1s. This makes their flicker better. They're going to march our Voldaren Thrillseeker. They're pitching the Yorion. We will kill the Baser. Okay, we made them blink. They don't gain life there. We get 2 1/1s. My turn, we untap. We draw a Lockthwain. We're going to play Lockthwain. We're going to activate Agatha. Go to our graveyard. Put a Voldaren Thrillseeker counter on this 1/1. Activate Reflections. Copy this 1/1. We don't want them to double block. Is it worth feeding the Swarm one of these things and then attack like this? They double block, maybe? Sure. Okay. I want to slam the tree with the intent of Lockthwaining to draw cards now. Yeah, we'll do that in the end step. Lose the duplicate 1/1. They're going to gain 3 life, which is negligent because the tree will turn into 13 again. They're going to scry 1. They're looking for another copy of Sunfall, I guess. They've scryed to the bottom. They make a 1/1. They draw something. What is it? God, I need to finish this game. This is like such a grind. There's so many inefficiencies I think I've done here, right? There's so many different things I could have done. Play a land. Okay. End of turn, we're going to activate Castle Lockthwain. They'll probably have to kill this with their Demolition Field because they can't let us draw so many cards. We drew a Thoughtseize, which is just terrible. Fable the Mirror Breaker, where are you? Voldaren Thrillseeker, you're pretty good. So we'll go activate Trio Petition, put their life to 13. We'll go Thrillseeker, 3 counters here, 2 counters here, should I say. Activate this, target this, make another one of those, put 3 counters here, go to combat, attack, they chump, the 4, makes sense. They take 1, going to 12. They're going to sack the Fountain and Port token to draw a card. So they're going to go to 12, and then we've got 7, 8 on board in terms of damage. And then we'll go ahead and Thoughtseize them. Let's have a look at what you drew. Birth of Melitius, get that out of here. And then we'll just throw this at your face to take you to 11. End the turn. So they're dead next turn. We did it. They don't Sunfall us. Okay. They can make a fish to block with, so maybe they're not dead. They're going to make a fish. They're going to draw off the fish now. I think they recognize that they might be dead anyway. They draw a card. Yep. 2 mana up. They want to get lost something, I guess. End of turn, activate Soul Cauldron. Their Baser. Put a counter on our tree. It can't attack, but it can throw itself at them like a Voldaren Thrillseeker. Activate Reflections. Copy Voldaren Thrillseeker. Put the counters on Voldaren Thrillseeker. Go to combat. Fable is the best card in our deck by a huge mark. I wonder if the deck even... Oh, it's lethal. I wonder if the deck's even good once they eventually ban Reflections of Kiki-Jiki / Fable the Kiki. Either way, we did it. We did it. We did it. Comment section. That game fried me because it was such a play around Sunfall, and then I just started to like lose the plot. I've never said I'm very good at this game, right? I've never said that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, and why not check out the Patreon, come join the Discord community, get involved. We talk about Pioneer and Standard and Legacy on there as well. It's the format I'm playing a bit of at the moment. And come get involved in our Spearhead League that's launching, which is some AOS on Tabletop Simulator. And if you're buying anything like single products or seal products, coolstuffinc.com, link in the description. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.